The crystalline spires of Dracarnis Prime gleamed under the light of twin suns as Anthony stepped off the transport platform. His military-issue prosthetic leg clicked softly against the luminescent stone, a reminder of the Battle of Proxima 7, where humanity had stood alone against the Vorthak swarm. The galaxy had watched, expecting extinction. Instead, they witnessed something unprecedented: human resilience. Nia waited at the edge of the ceremonial plaza, her iridescent scales shimmering between deep violet and silver. She was magnificent even by Drakari standards. 9 feet of sinuous grace, wings folded regally against her back, golden eyes that held millennia of wisdom. As guardian of the 7th house, she had been chosen to honor the human who had saved 17 Drakari younglings during the evacuation of Threshold Station. Anthony Chen, veteran of Terra. Nia's voice resonated with harmonics that made the air vibrate. The Council of Eternal Flames has decreed you worthy of the triple boon. 3 gifts from my house, for 3 acts of selfless valor. Anthony stood at attention despite his civilian clothes, old habits dying hard. Ma'am, I just did what anyone would— No. Nia's tail swished, a gesture of firm disagreement among her people. Your species has a saying, actions speak louder than words. We have studied humans since you joined the Galactic Assembly. We have seen your wars, your struggles, your inexplicable refusal to surrender even when logic demands it. She stepped closer, towering over him. You carried those younglings through plasma fire. Your suit's life support was failing. You had 14 broken bones, yet you ran for 3 kilometers to reach the evac point. Anthony shifted uncomfortably. The metals felt heavy in his dresser drawer back on Earth, unworn and undeserved in his mind. The kids made it. That's what mattered. Nia studied him with an intensity that made him feel transparent. The Drakari were renowned for their ability to read thermal signatures, electromagnetic fields, even the subtle chemical changes in a being's biology. She could probably tell he was nervous. The first gift, Nia announced, spreading one wing in a formal gesture, is traditionally a weapon. We can forge you a blade from star-core metals or a plasma lance that— I'd like to request something different if that's allowed, Anthony interrupted softly. Nia's head tilted, curiosity flickering across her elegant features. Speak your desire. Human. Could I just talk with you? Anthony met her golden gaze. Not the ceremony stuff, just talk. Maybe show you around Earth properly if you've never been. Share a meal. Get to know each other. For several seconds, Nia remained perfectly still. Then something remarkable happened. The scales along her neck and face shifted through a rapid spectrum, violet to rose to a deep crimson that spread up to her elegant horns. Her wings fluttered involuntarily, a gesture Anthony would later learn indicated profound surprise. You— Nia's voice lost its ceremonial resonance, becoming almost melodic. You wish to spend time with me? As your first gift? Yeah. Anthony smiled, that easy human expression that had baffled and fascinated alien species across the galaxy. Back in the war, we lost a lot. But we learned something, too. The best weapon isn't made of metal or plasma. It's understanding. Connection. He glanced at the distant cityscape. Your people saved my unit twice during the siege of Andromeda Gate. I'd like to actually know the people we fought beside, not just their military designations. Nia's blush deepened, a phenomenon the assembled Drakari witnesses began murmuring about. Their guardian, the stoic defender of tradition, was displaying Corthessa, the warming of affection. This is— Nia struggled for words, her tail coiling and uncoiling. This is most irregular. Gifts are meant to be tangible, valuable according to standard metrics. What's more valuable than time with someone interesting? Anthony countered. Unless you'd rather not, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. No! Naya's response came too quickly, too eagerly. She composed herself, clearing her throat with a small burst of smoke. That is, I accept your request. It would be educational, for diplomatic purposes. Anthony grinned. Sure, diplomatic purposes. They spent the afternoon walking through Dracarnis Prime's hanging gardens, where luminescent flora responded to Nia's presence by blooming in cascading waves of color. Anthony told her about Earth, the oceans she'd only seen in data files, the concept of rain, the strange human tradition of comfort food. Nia, in turn, revealed the history etched in the stones beneath their feet, the songs her people sang to newborn stars, the way Dracarii emotions could be read in the patterns of their scale shimmer. She demonstrated by letting her colors flow freely, curiosity blues, content greens, and those persistent warm crimsons when Anthony laughed at her stories. Your species is strange, Nia observed as the suns began to set. You request companionship over power. You fight impossibly hard, yet value peace above victory. You are individually fragile, yet collectively indomitable. We're survivors, Anthony said simply, and we learned that survival means more than just staying alive. It means having something worth living for. Nia's wings spread slightly, catching the fading light. And what do you live for, Anthony Chen? He thought about the question, watching the play of colors across her scales. Moments like this, making connections across the stars, proving that different species can be more than allies. We can be friends. The crimson blush returned, brighter than before. I believe, Nia said carefully, that this first gift may prove far more valuable than any weapon. Does that mean you'll join me for Earth-style pizza next week? Fair warning, it's nothing like your nutrient crystals. Nia's melodic laugh echoed through the gardens, a sound that would be recorded in Dracari histories as the moment their guardian discovered something the ancient texts had never adequately described, the peculiar, wonderful chaos of human friendship. I accept, she said, her golden eyes bright with anticipation. And Anthony, you still have 2 gifts remaining. I know, he replied, smiling, but something tells me the first one's going to last a lot longer than we planned. As they walked back toward the city, neither noticed, or perhaps both chose to ignore, how naturally Nia's wing curved to shield Anthony from the evening wind, or how his pace adjusted perfectly to match her stride. The galaxy had learned to fear human determination in war. Perhaps now it would learn to marvel at human determination in peace.